Hi everyone, my name is Balaji and I'm from India. I'm currently the senior manager of go to market at VMware. I'm really excited about my MBA program with LJMU and I'm grateful for my professor and mentor Dr. Vishwajit Jaturi for his guidance in completing my thesis on time. The topic of my thesis is identifying the key factors of the customer's experience in driving cloud computing software sales in selected sales territories of the United States of America. I would like to share my findings and action items with you through an interactive presentation. Here is a quick agenda of how I would like to showcase my thesis. First, I would like to explain what is cloud computing and how it can become the most important IT need to run any kind of industry with an example. Then I would like to walk you through the goals, challenges, and mitigation plan that I had built for completing thesis. Later, I would like to focus on my findings and key insights. At last, I would like to conclude and share my recommendations as call to action for the cloud companies. Now, imagine that you are a pizza shop owner and you have a website that you need to keep up and running for bringing online sales, but you don't have the time or expertise to manage. The first method would be to try managing IT needs by yourself. This could be time consuming and you might not do it in the right way. As a result, you would overkill yourself. Second method is hiring a dedicated IT staff to manage your server. This could be expensive. Third, and the better method would be the cloud computing solution. Cloud computing is a way to rent a computer resource, such as server, storage, and database, from a cloud provider. This means that you don't have to buy or maintain your own hardware, and you only pay for the resources that you use. In short, benefit of the cloud computing for small business is the pizza shop owner can save money, improve agility, and get access to the latest technology. So, how can cloud computing providers identify the key factors of customer experience that drives cloud computing software sales? The goal is to develop a thesis by conducting a survey of a responsible number of cloud computing software users to identify the key factors that drives cloud sales. At high level, here are the objectives and the respective outcomes. First thing is that I'll have to identify the target population who's supposed to be considered for conducting the survey. Then developing a comprehensive questionnaires. And as the third step, I'll have to collect the data from the survey and examine, do the research, choose the right approach towards bringing the insights, hidden insights, and presenting the results. The SMART approach is the systematic approach that I followed to ensure that my thesis is trying to drive the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound outcomes. I found that the SMART approach was very helpful in designing and executing my thesis project. So, my approach to design my thesis project consists of 5 phases. Firstly, defining the problem. I clearly defined the research problem that I wanted to address in my thesis. Secondly, conducting a literature review. I just had to conduct a comprehensive review to look by looking at the existing research on the topic of my thesis. This helped me to identify the key gaps in the literature and to develop my own research questions. Third is on collection of data. I used a variety of method to collect the data, including surveys, interviews, and on focus groups. I made sure I had collected representative samples from every different industries that is mostly involved into cloud purchases. And finally, the analysis of the data. I use the appropriate statistical methods to analyze the data, and I had ensured that I'm bringing the hidden insights out of the data. This helped me to identify the patterns, trends in the data, and to draw conclusions. Finally, presenting my findings and proposing a recommendation where I would like to clearly present my research case in a consolidated manner. I'm also recommending for further research and also for the best practices that cloud computation providers should follow. Let me share the insights on the overall survey rate and the response versus non-response breakdown by industry. I conducted a survey of 503 customers from variety of industries, which includes high-tech, banking, retail and wholesale, government organizations, healthcare, manufacturing, and education. The overall response rate was 24%, with 120 customers completing the survey. The response varied by industry, with some industry having a higher response rate than the others. For example, the high-tech industries had a response rate of 22%, and the government industries had a lowest response rate, which is at 10%. It is important to note that the data is based on total of 120 respondents, indicating the size of the sample population. The insights driven from the data are specific to this group and may not necessarily represent the broader market or industry trends. There are 58 responders who had invested in the range of $10,000 to $100,000 in the past 6 months. This suggests that the significant portion of the survey group has made relatively moderate investment in cloud technology. Second and the most common investment range is between $250K to $500K, which is 34 respondents, falling into the mid-range investment. This indicates that there are substantial portion of respondents who have made more substantial investment in cloud computing and in the specific period. With the majority of the respondents fallen into the lower investment category, there are still notable number of respondents in the higher investment categories, such as 500K to 750K, 750K to 1 million investments. This suggests that the segment of this survey group has made a significant financial commitment to the cloud computing solutions. Although large investors represent a smaller portion, the fact that four represents that invest more than 1 million in cloud computing is, although larger investors represent a smaller portion, the fact that four respondents have invested more than 1 million in cloud computing is noteworthy. On the employee count range and the average sales chart, the data suggests that there is a positive correlation between the size of the employee count and their average annual sale in the cloud computing software. Larger business tend to have higher annual sales, but smaller business play a significant role in driving sales. This information can be valuable for tailoring sales and marketing strategies to different business size with selected states and territories of USA. Over 65% of the customers acknowledge that the customer experience significantly influences their decision to purchase cloud solutions. They are mostly the highest demanding tech companies, while 15% of the customers are neutral about the same. There are 20% of the respondents see that there are no relationship between customer experience and likeliness of purchasing the cloud solution. Let me take you through the other insights where I'll be able to correlate between the interest and the inclinations. The first chart on the left shows that the likelihood of the customers recommending their current cloud computing software providers to the others. This shows that if the customer is not likely to recommend, they discontinue and migrate their infrastructure to a better cloud computing providers. The middle chart is explaining how well does the current cloud computing software provider meet their data privacy and compliance requirement. The customers who are more concerned about being at the edge of the technology are very much concerned, and the customers who are not more likely to share the data public are less likely to be concerned. Finally, the chart on the right explains the dependency on the level of availability in terms of speed and performance of the cloud computing. Most of the customers do want to have a high availability and high performance. The chart on the left shows the importance of having the right value for money as a cloud provider as well as a cloud consumer. This indicates that the customers are well aware of the value of the impact that the cloud computing brings to their business by having the right features to simplify the IT needs and the infrastructure. As the data security and reliability evolves, the cyber attack has also become more common. The chart on the right explains the concern that the customer has about the security reliability as a key decision factor in sticking to a cloud solution. The bottom right chart shows the importance of uptime and how customers has become dependent on the cloud infrastructure. Most of the customers feel that the uptime and the availability would be another major factor to stay with the cloud provider for a longer run. This means that the customer wants to see improving delivery from the cloud providers. So, based on the key factors explained in the previous slide, I had visualized and presented the correlation between these factors. As you can see, there is a strong positive correlation between customer satisfaction with performance and data privacy and their likelihood to recommend the cloud solution. This means that the customers who are happy with the performance and the security of their cloud solution are much more likely to recommend it to others. On the other hand, if there is a strong negative correlation between the customer dissatisfaction with performance or speed and the data privacy and the compliance and their likelihood to recommend the cloud solution. This means that the customer who are unhappy with the performance and the security of their cloud solution providers are much less likely to recommend it to others. So the key takeaway points are these two things. So the customers who are satisfied with both performance and speed and the data privacy and the compliance are much more likely to recommend the cloud solution. And the customers who are dissatisfied with either the performance of the speed of the cloud provider or the data privacy or the compliance are much less likely to recommend the cloud solution. So here is my recommendation on this particular slide. The cloud solution provider should focus on delivering high performance and robust security to their customers. And also, the cloud solution provider should be transparent and accountable with their customers' data in terms of privacy. Let us understand which of the other factors by splitting these customers further into cloud adopted and non-adopted based on the customer experience factors. The cloud adopters had called out security, pricing, and performance as the top three key reasons in customer experience to drive cloud computing software sales. On the other hand, the customers who are not adopted to the cloud had called out that lack of 24/7 support, cyber attack, usability, complexity of the existing software as the key items which is driving away the cloud adoption. Here are the recommendations based on my thesis to the cloud providers. Invest in customer education and support. Use online resources, tutorials, webinars, live chat support, phone support, etc. Provide flexible and scalable solutions through implementing flexible technology and offer pay-as-you-go model or license that allows the customers to scale their usage and need. Ensure security and compliance by implementing robust security measures, complex encryptions, and access controls. And stay up to date with compliance with GDPR. Cloud providers should regularly evaluate and adjust the pricing to remain competitive, as customers prefer value for money. Build a stronger relationship by having dedicated account manager to top tier customers with personalized support. Last but not least, customize the solution according to the use case. Develop a constructive approach to understand unique needs and objectives of each and every customer. With that, I finally conclude my topic and I would like to convey my sincere regards. Thank you. At last, here are some of the inspirational cloud software support and general customer delight stories. Salesforce was started in a small apartment in San Francisco in 1999. The founder, Mark and Parker, had a vision to create a cloud-based CRM software that would be more affordable and easy to use rather than the traditional on-prem CRM solution. Salesforce became a pioneer in cloud computing industry. They become a CRM platform leader. Today, Salesforce is a multi-billion dollar company with net worth of more than 200,000 customers worldwide. Netflix started in 1997 as a mail order DVD rental service. In 2007, Netflix launched its streaming service on cloud platform, which was one of the first major streaming services to be available online. Netflix was one of the first company to use cloud computing to power its streaming services. Netflix used Amazon Web Services to store and deliver its content to millions of customers around the world. Airbnb quickly became one of the most popular travel booking platform in the world. Airbnb used cloud computing to power its website and mobile apps. Airbnb also used cloud computing to store and process its data, which includes millions of lists of bookings. Cloud computing had played a vital role in global response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Cloud computing has used to develop, distribute vaccines, track the spread of the virus, and conduct research on the virus. The COVID-19 vaccine was developed using a cloud computing software. Cloud computer was also used to power COVID-19 tracking websites, which has been used by millions of people to track the spread of the virus. And here are some of the inspirational stories where customer care had made a vital role in improving the brand value and the sale. Zappos is an online shoe retailer that is known for its exceptional customer service. Zappos offers a 365-day return policy and a free shipping and return to all of the orders. One Zappos customer ordered a pair of shoes for her father, who recently passed away. She wanted to return the shoes, but Zappos customer service representative ordered and offered to send her a bouquet of flowers instead. And Zappos also donated the money to the customer's father's favorite charity. Zappos' customer-centric approach had helped the company to build its loyal customer base and to become one of the most successful online retailer in the world. Nordstrom is a departmental store that is well known for the customer service. Nordstrom offers a genuine return policy for the customer service representative who are known for being very helpful and friendly. One Nordstrom customer returned a set of tires that were not even purchased from the store. Even though Nordstrom did not sell their tires to the customer service representative accepted and returned and refunded the customer his money. Nordstrom's customer-centric approach had helped the company to build loyal customer base and to become one of the most successful departmental store. The customer-centric approach has helped the company to become one of the most successful online retailer in the world. Another day, a customer of Amazon Cloud was experiencing a problem with their website, and the website was down, and the customer was losing his business. The customer contacted the AWS customer support for help. The AWS customer support representative immediately began working on the problem and delivered a quick solution, identifying the root cause of the problem and implemented a solution. The website was back up and running within minutes. The customer was very grateful for the help that they received from AWS customer support. The customer was also so impressed with the customer service that they dedicated to write a letter to the CEO of AWS, Andy Jassy. In the letter, the customer praised AWS customer support for the quick response and their expertise and their dedication to help the customer. The customer also said that the customer service experience has made them a loyal AWS customer. The AWS CEO, Andy Jassy, was very impressed with the customer's letter. She shared the letter with his team and highlighted the customer support representatives' work. Jassy also sent a customer thank you note. The point is that excellent customer support services have a positive impact on companies' brand value and the customer loyalty. The cloud computing companies should invest in providing excellent customer support to their customers. Thank you.